Good morning, everyone. Today we start second unit of our syllabus, that is languages. And in the first, in this unit, we learn the first definition, grammar. The phrase structure grammar is defined by it is four tuple where Vn sigma E yes, where Vn is a finite non-empty set of non-empty set whose elements are called variables. So the non-empty set of variables is denoted by Vn, and sigma is the non-empty set of terminals, and where Vn and sigma are disjoint. So that implies Vn intersection sigma is equals to empty. Yes is a special variable called the spot symbol, and P is the set of is called the elements of P are called the productions, where P is a finite set whose elements are alpha replaced by beta, where alpha beta are strings. So the elements of P are called productions or production rules or rewriting rules. Okay. So here's some note points here. The set of productions is the kernel of grammars. Okay, so the set of productions is known as kernel of grammar. And the first point is whenever substitution is not permitted. For example, if yes replaced by ab is a production, that means yes replace yes by ab, but we can't replace ab by yes. Okay, so this is the first note point. So reverse substitution is not permitted. And the second, no inversion operation is permitted. That means yes replaced by ab, but not necessarily ab replaced by yes. So inversion operation is not permitted. And this is the one example for grammar. So grammar is a four tuple where Vn sigma P yes is a grammar where Vn is sentence form and noun, verb, adverb. And ram, section, ye, ran, quickly, slowly, these are the terminals. So these are the terminals. So the set of terminals is sigma. And yes is the sentence, and P is the consists of the following productions or production rules. The first production rule, sentence replaced by noun and verb, and sentence replaced by noun, verb, and verb. For example, noun replaced by either ram or section. Similarly, verb replaced by either ate and ran. Similarly, adverb replaced by quickly and slowly. Quickly and slowly. Now we see some notations. If A is any set, then yes denotes the set of all strings over A. And similarly, A plus denotes yes or minus single and empty string. And the second notation, A, B, C, A1, A2, and similarly these types are known as variables. For example, when we observe this example, the previous example, here, noun, so here, the noun sentences, these are the variables, so this is denoted by A. So that means A is equals to maybe noun, and B is equals to maybe verb, C is equals to maybe sentence, so these type of systems. Okay, and next, ABC are denote the terminals, small ABC are denote the terminals. Terminals means ram, section, yet similarly. So small a may be ram, small b may be section, small c may be yet like this. And third, X, Y, Z, W denote the strings of the terminals, alpha, beta, gamma denote the elements of V and union sigma star. V and union sigma star. So that means V and union sigma means maybe like this. V and union sigma. So that means V and union sigma. So alpha, beta, and gamma belongs to maybe. So for example, in our syllabus, the examples is like this. So this is the Vn and this is the sigma. So 0 and 1 are the terminals and S is the variable. So in this, for this example, the variables are, yes, so variable is yes, and terminals is 0, 1. So terminals is 0. So like this, here A is equals to 0, B is equals to 1. And similarly, capital A is equals to capital yes, so likewise. And the third one, alpha, beta, gamma denote the elements of V and unit. So maybe alpha, maybe like this. 0 yes, 1. So this is the belongs to V n union sigma star, where S belongs to V n, 0, 1 belongs to yes. So this is the denote the elements of V n union sigma star. So this type of strings are denoted by alpha, beta, gamma. So in this example we have seen the 0 s 1. So s replaced by alpha. So alpha means 0 s 1. So alpha belongs to V and union sigma star. So please note that point. So and the next notation, x not is equals to simpleton, okay, non-existent. Okay. So next note point. The productions are used to derive one string over V and union sigma from another string. And next example, derivation. Derivation is if alpha replaced by beta is a production in a grammar G. That and gamma delta are the two strings on V and union sigma. Then we say that gamma alpha delta directly derives gamma beta delta is denoted by implies. So this means derives gamma alpha delta derives gamma beta delta. So this process is known as one-step derivation. In particularly, alpha replaced by beta is simply like as alpha implies over grammar to beta. And the second definition, if alpha and beta are strings on V and union sigma, then we say that alpha derives beta. If alpha, the implies beta. So here implies denotes the reflexive analysis to closure. And next definition, log waves. So the log waves generated by a grammar simply denoted by a log G. So where the set of strings, the W belongs to sigma star, where S derives W. So the elements of L of G are called the sentences. So in log waves we have only sentences. So the sentences simply known as the elements of the grammar. The log wave generated by a grammar denoted by L of G. And next definition, sentential form. If S derives alpha over G, then alpha is called a sentential form. So that means here we know that the elements of L of G are sentential forms, are sententially formed, so but not vice versa. And next definition, G1 and G2 are equivalent. if L of G1 is equals to L of G2. So both grammars are equal whenever they are generated the grammars are also equal. And if we have another some notations. If A is replaced by alpha in a production, then it is called A production. For example, here we get S replaced by 0 S1. You know, this means called here, yes, this is called S replaced by 0 S1 is called S production. Is called S production. So similarly, it is A production. For example, if C implies AB, then this is C production. Then it is C production. So likewise. And A implies A replaced by alpha 1, A replaced by alpha 2, and A replaced by alpha m are A production. Then the productions are also written as A replaced by alpha 1, alpha 2, alpha m. So for example, if S replaced by 0 S1 and A. So this can be written as S replaced by 0 S1 and S replaced by A. So these two productions can be written in a single form, that is S replaced by 0 S1 by A. So it can be written as alpha 1, alpha 2, so on, alpha m. Okay, now we see the first example. Here G is equals to simultaneous set 0, 1, and the productions, there are two productions, and the starting symbol. So what is the solution? The given grammar is it is denoted by Vn sigma P and S, where Vn is the set of variables, here S is the variable, and sigma the set of terminals 0, 1, and the productions rules are other productions. The production rules are S replaced by 0 S1, it is denoted by P1, and the second production rule is S replaced by empty string. Here is capital lambda, so yes object, and S is the starting symbol. S is the starting symbol. This is the starting symbol. So now we'll generate the string generated by grammar R. Then first S generated, so S derives lambda. S derives lambda. So this is by production rule. So therefore lambda belongs to L of G. And the second we take now we use this production. So S derives 0 S1. So since production rule P1, so 0, and S derives 0 1 since by P2. What is P2? S is replaced by capital lambda, that is empty string. So that implies in the place of S we replace the lambda, that means 0 1. Therefore S derives 0 1 over G. So therefore 0 1 belongs to L of G. So now Again, apply production rule 1, that is, yes derives 0 yes 1 since P1. In the place yes, again we use the production rule 1 that implies 0. In the place yes, what is the production rule? Yes derives 0, yes replaced by 0 yes 1. So that implies 0 yes 1 since P1. Now, in the place, so that implies lambda 1 square since by E, that is yes replaced by ME string. So that implies 1 square 2 square 1 square 2 square. So therefore yes is derived yes derives 0 square 1 square over G. So therefore 0 square 1 square belongs to yellow G. So in generally yes derives 0 yes 1 by E1, that is yes derives 0 yes replaced by 0 yes 1. That implies 0 power of n yes 1 power of n. Since we apply the production rule P1 for n minus 1 times, apply P1 for n minus 1 times, we get 0 power n yes 1 power n. So that implies 0 power n 1 power n. Here applying production rule P2, that is yes replaced by ME string. So therefore yes derives 0 power of n 1 power of n over G. So hence 0 power of n 1 power of n belongs to L of G. So therefore hence 0 power of n 1 power of n where n greater than or equals to 0, which is subset or equals to L of G. So now we have to prove that L of G subset or equals to 0 power of n 1 power of n greater than or equals to 0. So in the given grammar, we have two productions. We have two yes productions. We have two yes productions to generate strings. So how many productions are there? 1 and 2. 1 and 2. There are two yes productions. So to generate strings, we must start either from either of the yes production. So now we show you. First we apply if we apply the production rule or production yes replaced by capital lambda, we get a single string, we get a string with 0 length. So now to generate the strings with more length, to generate the strings with more length. We must apply yes replaced by 0 yes 1. So then starting with so therefore starting with yes replaced by 0 yes 1 and again applying yes replaced by 0 yes 1 for n minus 1 times we get yes derives 0 power of n yes into 1 power of n over g. So to get the terminal string, that is the final string, apply the production rule. Yes replaced by capital lambda. Therefore, then we get yes derives 0 power of n, 1 power of n over g. So therefore, L of g subset are equals to 0 power of n, 1 power of n such that n greater than or equals to 0. N greater than or equals to 0. So from this is 1 and this is 2. From 1 and 2 we get L of g is equals to 0 power of n, 1 power of n. So by using this for tuple we can generate the long 0 power of n, 1 power of n here. So this is the long generated by the given grammar. Okay. So next problem, given the grammar G with variables yes and C and terminals A, B and productions has okay. So the given grammar is G, which is the for tuple Vn sigma P and yes where Vn the set of variables here yes and C are the variables and sigma the set of terminals. So this is the terminal and yes is the starting symbol. Yes is the start symbol and P and the productions are there are 3 productions here. 1 yes replaced by ACA, C replaced by ACA and C replaced by D. So that implies production number 1 yes replaced by ACA and production number 2 C replaced by ACA and production number 3 C replaced by D. Now we get the language accepted by this grammar. So now the the strings generated by the grammar. So we start the starting symbol here, so that implies we use only even. So that implies. So remember, we must start with the yes production only because yes is the starting symbol. So this is known as yes production, and these two known as C productions. So for every problem, we must start with the starting symbol, so that implies yes replaced by yes. So here we start with the yes replaced by yes, so that implies by production 1. So now that implies, yes derived by. Now yes derived by derives A, B, A. That implies by production number 3. So by production number 3. So therefore, yes derives A, B, A over G. So therefore, A, B, A belongs to L of G. So now, again we consider to generate more strings. To generate more strings, yes derives A, C, A. Now, again, yes in the place of C, this is by production 1. Okay. Now, in the place C, we use production rule 2. That implies A, C, A. Again, A. So that implies by production. Here we use in the place of C we use, so in the place of C we use production 3, that is C replaced by that is C replaced by so therefore yes derives A square B A square. A square B A square over grammar. So therefore A square B A square belongs to L of G. In general, yes derives A C A by production 1 and applying A power of n C A power of n by applying production rule, that is C replaced by ACA for n minus 1 times. For n minus 1 times we get A power of n C A power of n. To get the terminal string, applying to get the terminal string, we apply production rule 3, that is C replaced by B. So that implies A power of n B A power of n. So therefore yes derives A power of n into B A power of n over G. So therefore A power of n B A power of n belongs to L of G. From this we get the set of strings A power of n B A power of n such that n greater than or equals to n subset are equals to L of G. So that implies equation number 1. So if n is equals to 1, then it is ये भी ये. If n is equals to 2, then it is a square b a square. So likewise, the set of all these rings belongs to n of g. So now we apply. Now we have to show that. Now we have to show that n of g subset are equals to a power of n b a power of n such that n greater than or equals to 1. So to generate the strings in the given grammar, we have reproductions. But among them only one yes production. So here we have reproductions. Out of these three, only one yes production. So only one yes production. So we must start with the yes production for generating the strings. For generating the strings. So apply the yes production, that is yes derives A, C, A. So now apply production P2, that is C replaced by A, C, A for n minus 1 times we get yes derives A power of n, C, A power of n. So to get the terminal string, we apply the loss production, that is C replaced by B. Hence, we get yes derives A power of n, B A power of n. So the over G. So hence, therefore, we can obtain the strings of the form A power of n, B A power of n, such that n greater than or equals to 1. Hence L of G subset are equals to A power of n, B A power of n, such that n greater than or equals to 1. So this is 2. So from 1 and 2, we get L of G is equals to A power of n, B A power of n, such that n greater than or equals to 1. So by using this grammar, we generate this language. So again,